What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us. And today I'm going to review 678, Cairo 678, or bus number 678. You can watch it on Netflix. It's a very good movie. Why I'm reviewing it? Because when there was no OTT networks, I used to watch all these cross cultural movies from various websites, and I rewatch it once again on Netflix because it is available right now. The story is still relevant and still applicable in several societies where women are not being empowered and their voices not being heard. So, thus, it narrates the story of three women uh, from Egypt who go through urban stress and the problems that they have to face, the harassment and all this, and how they stand for themselves, and especially how the patriarchy works here, while not talking about what happened with the women, but also trying their level best to support the society of men to dominate on the things that are happening by due to them. So you will see in this one, I don't want to narrate how it happened because the movie is about the life of three women, how they go through urban challenges. The first one is Faiza. She is a married woman. She had a husband and two children, and she also has to work. Her husband also has to work also, and they have to support the children. Whereas what happens, she has to go to a work on a bus. So whenever she goes on a bus, she is being harassed and she cannot tolerate for quite long this. So thus she has to sometimes takes a cab. So thus her family expenditures are disturbed and they were unable to pay the fees of their children. And what happened with the children in the school, it will also show you another aspect of our society, that they don't know what the parents are going through, and they have to, instead of humiliating children, they should have counseling with the parents to understand that what they are going through. She has been continuously harassed and she does thus goes to a Sabha, human rights activist, and she is giving counseling classes to all the women, and she is telling Pfizer to stand up for herself and you have to do it. You have to defend yourself, and that's how you can. Because I can understand what is your family situation, but at least you have to take a stand if you are a mother, because you are going out working and you have to do it. Otherwise, just remain victim and kept silence. Now what happens? Faiza attacks some men in the bus. This become a very big issue, especially a couple of incidents that happened, and the police were informed because the public bus filed a complaint that there is a person who is doing this. Isam is a police inspector in the town, a sheriff in the town, and he doesn't want to create any kind of a controversy, but he just wanted to find out what were the reasons. So he went from one person to another. The funny thing is also that how he traced the person, and that's a very funny scene that you will really enjoy it. I don't need to reveal it, otherwise it will lose the charm. So now he somehow understands that what is going on, but he doesn't want these women to take a law in their hand. On the parallel, there is a girl, Nelly, and her a boyfriend, Umar, with their fiance or fiance. They are both supposed to get married, and they are also involved in stand-up comedy. So what happens, one day she is coming back, and on the way, while she was going back, she was harassed and her bag was snatched from a guy, and he was very brutal with her. But somehow her friends and all those who were watching all the scene, they detained that guy. Now they took this guy to the police station, and the police station was not giving any importance to her problem. and they were surprised that what is there. There is no law that, and thus they said that still they will file a complaint, FIR, first information report, and even though the guy can go whatever he does, we will still fight for the right. And this becomes news. Why? Because she went to the TV show and declared what happened with her. So thus it becomes a national news, and the parents or in-laws both are feeling ashamed. And on the dinner table, it's not always possible that people, you are having a dinner or a lunch or food, there is always one person who will be playing a Judas Iscariot. So that happened with them, and so they said that it's possible that you should not defame our family. It's good for you. But the beautiful thing happened at the end of the movie. You will watch it, that there should be someone who should take a stand for this. If you not, then who will else? So these are two parallel stories. So Faiza's personal life is also disturbed, and her husband is also because both of have a miscommunication. That's the big problem. And thus comes Sabah. So Sabah has a very strong character, but once you will explore her characters and her past, you will find out that she is seeking a divorce from her husband, because at the crucial moments of her life, her husband forsaken her. What made him do this? Why he was not around her when she really needs support, emotional, social. But at the end of the movie, you will see that Isam, the police inspector, played a very vital role in encouraging women that if you will lose your own senses, you will not stand for the cause that you are fighting for. And thus he helped her also by losing a woman in her house. And you will see it, how you will understand the importance of having a woman, daughter, or anyone in your house, and you feel how important their rights are also. I hope you will really enjoy this. Thank you so much for bearing me, and I believe it's raining outside. It's 2 a.m. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye bye.